Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the live stream here on JJPB. You know, it's JJ with you once again. I need you guys' honest opinion. But first time here, hit the subscribe button, keep me working. Hit the like button, keep Mr. Machine working, and YouTube as well. And don't forget about the notification bell so you know when I post the next video or live stream. Two different things. I know a lot of people don't show up for my live streams, but I was hoping that you guys might have. You know, so that way we can one-on-one have good interactions and stuff like that. And I want to thank all the new subscribers that come to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the JJPB community. Okay, Machine. Now you see my picture coming up. How does it look?
Looks good.
I don't have the backlight on, you know, the one that I got up on the ceiling, and I don't have the one over here on neither. It's just the one ring light. So obviously it doesn't look bad. And I got Bart on and says, "What's up, man?" So if a bird pooped on your car, your poop in their nest. Okay. I hope not. But anyway. Okay. The reason why we're here today is we're going to be talking about the simplest things. Say hi, Mr. Machine.
Hi, Mr. Machine.
Funny. So, what is the first thing that you guys do when it comes to, let's say, when you first set up your camera? What's the first thing that you should do? Machine, do you know what the first thing to do is?
Take it out of the box.
Of course. And then after you get done taking it out of the box, putting it on a tripod or whatever you got to do with it, what's the next thing you do?
Not it.
Oh, you plug it into your PC. Without the software in the beginning. Here's the reason why. Microsoft has a whole treasure trove of basic drivers. First thing you want to load in is the basic driver on the camera. So that way, when you go to add and incorporate the new software, it gives a good handshake between your camera plugged into your USB 3.0 port or greater. Understand, 3.0 or greater. So if you got a camera that's USB type C and you got a 10 gigabit port, plug it in there. Or if you got a 3.0 port, plug it in there. Anything lower than that, I would not plug it in because it won't give you a great response. So you want clarity and everything else, this is where you need to start. I mean, I'll tell you what, man, this new camera is like a dream, to be honest with you. So, but end of the day, what you need to know is what you need to know. First, where you start is with the camera. What do you want to do with your camera? You have to come up with your idea of what you want to do with the camera. Okay, what's it going to be used for? What is its purpose? What are you going to, what is, you know, what are you going for? Okay, that's what needs to be known. What are you doing with your camera? Okay, first, you plug your camera in. Let the drivers pick it up and get it all set. And first thing you want to do is you want to test your camera with OBS or your other streaming software to see if it's compatible. First, before you even buy a camera, you should make sure it's compatible. I mean, me and Machine went back and forth looking at the cameras for compatibility as well as durability as well as clarity. So I can tell you for clarity wise, this camera is not bad. I mean, it's not bad at all. I mean, right now, I mean, if I want to take and zoom in and I want to really zoom in, I can zoom into my face, you see. Or I can zoom back out. That's how I like the camera to be. Okay. I like the control of it. Okay. But we're going to start off with the basics. We're going to start getting you guys into the field of what you should do with the camera. So let's go to the action screen. All right. You notice I have this run right here. I have it all set up and ready to go. But here's where you guys got to make your decision of what you want to do. Okay, what do you want to use your camera for? That's the first question I've always asked everybody. What do you want to use your camera for? What is its purpose? Okay, what is its purpose? So, going to the website, okay, the thing is this. With this camera, OSBOT camera, the Tiny 3 series, you can go to osbot.com/download. Okay. And it brings you to this page. It's called the Windows and Mac OS page. So basically, it's very self-explanatory. You can, right here where it says download Windows, it says Windows 10 64-bit or later. Okay, you can hit download here and download it to your PC, and then you can set it up. It's also got firmware updates. You can download the firmware update that'll automatically fix bugs and everything else. I haven't used the firmware update yet because it wasn't needed. But sooner or later, I'm going to have to update the firmware to the PC itself. The firmware goes in the device manager, and the firmware gets set there. It's basically like a driver update. So, firmware update, security features, all that sorts of good stuff. That's if you need the firmware. Okay. Now, once you got it downloaded, you can do the utmost. And then once you get it all, you can install it just like you normally do any program. And then this comes up here. Now, to set this up, it does have different settings to where you can do the camera settings, OSC, global hotkeys. You can set that up. Output, you can set the output resolution to 4K 3D, which I did, and use hardware encoding. And recording bit rate, I put low. Recording format, I put MP4. And then I set my files where they're supposed to go. I made my own individual files. If you don't, it gets sent to your operating system drive. I don't like putting anything on the operating system drive. Since I got more than one drive, I put it to my secondary drive, my SCIF drive, because everything goes there. Very simple and easy to do. You just build a folder on your secondary SSD, and you can send all your stuff there. 2 separate folders, not one, 2 separate folders. One folder for the pre-rendering and the other one for the recording. So it's not hard, guys. I mean, it's really simple. Okay, and it's got device management, and you can see right here the device itself. That's the only thing that's going to be there. Unless you got more than one Tiny, it'll show more than one here. So you'll have an option of putting more than one cam in there. You can add devices to it if you wish. And this is basically, it'll control everything. Voice tracking, you can do voice tracking, hand tracking. You can do tracking speed slow and fast, depending on what you want. Usually I put it on standard. How I set it up was high FPS recording, 1080p right now. I got that set at 120 FPS at 1080p. if you guys didn't notice how it looked on the screen. Right now, it's live streaming at 1080p at 120 FPS. So now I got to look at YouTube, and they're going to say, oh, we're going to suggest this. Let's see. Current bit rate is higher than recommended. Open widget. Okay, so what are they recommending? 6800 kbps. Since it's 1080p, it's not going to be a deal breaker. They can put all they want. I can run at what I want, as long as it's over 6800 kbps. So, but I'm getting 0 frame drops, so I'm leaving it alone. I'm not messing with anything. But to run 4K, hey Dakota, good to see you back, man. But to run 4K when you're recording, that's one thing. But when you're running AV1 off of OBS, you want to run 1080p. I mean, be honest with you, I tried the 4K and I had nothing but problems with the 4K. I'll work on a solution later. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it the way it is. So, coming down to this, getting back to the OBS center right here, you got your console right here. You got images, you know, your exposures and all that. You can set your autofocus to your face or global. You know, you can set in HDR and, you know, your focus. That's your focus, your autofocus. You know, I got it set to global. I could set it to my face, yes, but I set it to global. Anti-flicker, if you got flickering problems, you can take and turn it on 60 hertz. White balance, that depends on how you want white balance set up. I mean, you got many different functions. I leave it just the way it is, out of the box. The temperature, I did reset the temperature a little bit because I wanted a little bit of a bluish temperature instead of a reddish. Bluish temperature, give it a better, softer feel. So, and you got a more button here, sleep background. If you want to take and, you know, let's say you want the camera to go to sleep, you can tell the camera, sleep tiny. So guess what? The camera's sleeping. But I'm running on a different microphone so you guys can hear me. And you can hit resume. And then the camera picks right back up where you left off. I think that's pretty cool. But if you're gonna put the camera to sleep, I would use a secondary microphone like I got here on my hat. So it's got a lot of functions. I mean, it's got a lot of zooming factors. It's got a lot of functions you can turn on or off. If you want to turn some of the voice functions off, like high tiny brings it back to life, and it's got a sleep function. It's got a track me, unlock me, zoom in closer. Tiny, zoom in closer. Tiny, zoom in closer. Like, I'm still trying to get that to work. So if I want to zoom in, I can zoom in. As you guys can see, you see my eyeballs. So, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, you got a 3-point position. You can set your audio up, how you want to set up your microphones and stuff like that. I mean, it gives you different mirror images. I mean, you can turn it on and off. 2-switch mode. Status light. You know, it's basically a backlighting kind of thing. I can turn off this. I'm going to hit cancel there. Brightness. I mean, you got a firmware version. You can update your firmware version. I'll do that later. You can restore back to factory, manual upgrade. You got export logs too. You know, it's got many things. Console mode. You can record off of this without using OBS. If you just want to do video recording, you can do video recording on this with no problem. But you can't run OBS and this at the same time. It won't allow you. Human tracking, single mode, I like the best because it will move. And as you guys can see, here, I'll give you guys a good idea. See, if I move, see, camera moves pretty good to what I want to do. So you can click on it again, turn it off, and lock it where you want it. So I'll make myself a little bit little again. So it's got zone tracking. It's got auto zoom, full body controls. You can do it through that. You got sound source assisted tracking. Goes with the voice tracking. Tracking speed. I got to set the standard. I don't know why it set it to fast, but I set it to standard. It's got AI mode, and that's the hand tracking and the voice tracking. It's got a preset mode. Basically, you can add presets to it. So that way you can have 3 different type of presets. Like if, you know, for B-rolling and stuff like that. It's got view and gimbal. I got it set to fine. There's a coarse and fine. I like it on the fine. Because that way, you know, you can take it, moves it slower and gives it a fine touch. As you guys can see that I'm tracking. You know. But don't get worried, because you can always bring your camera back to normal. You know, where you want it. I'm just messing with it right now. I like the fine touch to it. So, as you guys can see, there's not much to the camera machine. It's very easy to use. And if you do something with your settings you don't like, you can hit the reset button, and it resets all your parameters back to factory set. You got a sleep and a resume button. You got a camera. You got a camera output. You even can do still shots. You can do a snapshot. Like if you want to make like a thumbnail, you can do a thumbnail snapshot. And, you know, add it to your thumbnail and, you know, incorporate the two. I do mine through Paint 3D that Microsoft discontinued, which I hope they did. I really wish they did, but they did, so they can focus on the regular Paint program that's back since Windows 3.1. So I think they had better advantage with the Windows Paint 3D other than the Windows Paint. What do you think, Machine?
Looks like it's easy to use.
Yeah, Paint 3D is not bad to use. I mean, if I go and pop it up really quick, I mean, right here, this is basically how it starts. You hit new, and then you can go to your menu, and you can open, you know, whatever you want to open, or insert, or save as, or print. You can browse files, you know, and if you want to grab a file, just to say, I'll go to templates and make it simple. So basically, if I want to grab a template like this, there you go. I grabbed a template like this. If I want to modify the template, I can go to Magic Select. I can click Next, and then I can click on what I want to modify. If I want to take off certain pieces, or if I want to remove something, you know, you can get up close and you can take that out, and then you can click add. Then you can go in and you can make sure you add it, and then go over and modify what you want, what pieces you want. So I'm just doing this as an example.
Right.
So then I hit done. Guess what? Now I just pulled it off. Now I just pulled it off the background. So I can go into brushes, paint, fill, and I can do the tolerance 100%. Boom. All that background stuff's gone. Okay, now I can go into canvas, and let's say I want to make it a transparent canvas. Then I put it back on here. Boom. Then I menu and I save it. Save it as an image. Save. And let's say we'll just save it to, we'll just hit 01.png. Okay, we'll save it as a 01. Exit. We don't need to save anything because we already did. Go back over here. Boom. There we go. So that was real simple to do that. You see my point, right?
Mhm.
So basically you can snapshot your face. You can do many things with this cam. I don't see, there's nothing. I mean, you can do everything with it, truthfully. You can make videos with it. You can set up folders with it. You can do slow motion. You can do normal. It's got a group mode. If you got more than one person with you, it can do a group mode. It does many things. As far as using it, machine, that's pretty much it. You just download, it's plug and play at this point. Again, we're going to go back to the main screen. Okay. First start with. Okay, it's set on autofocus. I don't have to worry about it, right? It's on autofocus. 1, you unbox the camera, you take it out, you put it onto a tripod, which tripods are not expensive. The tripod I got right here on my PC is actually, I got that one tie strapped to the PC, the top of it. And it's got a movable base. I can move it any which way I want. But the camera's got a gimbal too, so I got full 360-degree movement of the camera. That's the good thing about how I got it set up, is I can move it 360 degrees. Full turnaround. The camera's 270 by itself, but with the base the way I got it set up, I can set it up for 360 degrees. Now I can tilt and lean it. See, if I want to lean the camera a little bit, I can lean it, just like if I want to show, like down here. Now that right there, I can fix that. I can take that little piece out, right? Now I can gimbal it back up. Look at that right there. See, I could do everything right here and do a full presentation build with no problem. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. You know, if I gotta go that route. So not bad. Not bad at all. Or if I want to get a close up, close up, close up. What's up, guys? You see my point, right?
Mhm.
Give it about 10 seconds, machine. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
So, I mean, you got to love the camera.
Yep.
The only thing that I'm seeing with this camera that might be an issue, that might be a slight issue, is the how can I say this? The hesitation, like there's like a half a second gap between when I'm talking to you and on OBS. There's a half a second gap. Like you can see the slight, it might be at 1/10 of a second, but you can see it just slightly. It's not a bad thing. It's not a deal breaker, you know. But when you're recording, your voice does match with the recording. So, you know, your movements and your voice and everything, it all does match when you're recording. So I don't see a problem there. The problem I really see right now that I've been watching on my phone is the matter of watching that circle of death come up on YouTube. I think that's due to the router, to be honest with you. That's due to the speed of the router. So that could be a minor problem too. Because I'm not showing any drop frames right now. You know, I shouldn't show any at this point in time. But I think I need to get me a new router, bro.
Yep.
So, you guys like the earthquake? Earthquake. Ah, that was pretty cool. So I can being in California, you can mimic earthquakes.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that without the software.
Yeah, I know. It's free based right there.
Mhm.
So yeah. So what do you think?
Mhm.
Did I cover everything or did I miss anything?
I think you got it all when you went through all the software. Looks like it's easy to use.
Yeah, I mean it's bro, it's not rocket science. I mean, it's simple to use. And if people don't like using OBS, that software is fine for recording your videos, and then you can use editing software to edit whatever you want with the video. So I don't see a problem with the video. And truthfully, if I turn on this ring light over here, the side light, you know, I mean, I got a little bit of that light, but if I turn the one over here on, then I got more backlight. So I have light all around me. It's not the matter of having light. I have enough to cover on one side, cover on the other side, cover in the front side and the back side. So, do I really need an extra light?
Nope.
Is it too dark for you? As I'm looking on my phone, it looks sharp as hell. Am I wrong? It looks sharp as hell, doesn't it?
Your red shirt's a little fuzzy.
Well, that's because I'm moving too much. That's probably why. Because,
I don't know if you can tell.
well, here. Um,
Looks like FSR 3.1's in there.
You're right. But it doesn't look that way on my on OBS.
Could be YouTube.
Could be YouTube, yes.
Could it be the low light? But you got lights on,
though. Okay, so we'll see in a couple seconds. We'll see in a couple seconds. I think there's a noise. I think that's what it is. There's a noise that's making it look like that.
It looks better with the light on. Like it doesn't do it with light. I think it's just trying to
focus on it.
Maybe, but with lower light.
I kind of see a little bit of a noise.
Yeah.
But that could be that I don't have something set right. But like I said, I'm still messing around with the camera myself.
The overall looks good. I mean, your hat looks good. I mean, everything else is good. It might just be the colors, not it's red shirt. You have blue, with blue light.
True. It could be bringing in a purplish.
I don't know. Checking them to see if maybe setting it to standard or so that soft blue light, maybe that'll fix it. I don't know.
Well, I got it set. Here, there's a good way to find out. Now I got it set on a blue range. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
I changed the color to a blue range. See, I have it mixed with the blue red. Yeah, see. It makes it even more blue. So, yeah. I have it on a blue-red mix.
I think it's just picking up, trying to pick up light. Because when there's light shining on it, it doesn't do it.
Okay, well, then that's easy to be fixed.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, we'll leave it a blue-red mix because that's what I got my small ring light on, and this big ring light, I leave it blue-red mix. I can also change the warmth too, but it doesn't look that way on my screen. That's what doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
It looks different.
Anybody else see what I'm seeing?
No, I see what you see on my phone.
Doing it too. So.
Well, I see what you see on my phone.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not like I don't see what you see, but I see everything. So I know what you're saying. Okay, let's see. Image quality. Let me see if I turn on an anti-flicker. See if that makes a difference. No, that didn't make no difference. Okay, white balance. That's a blue. Okay, I softened the blue with a little bit of red. So this is what we're looking for. Don't mind me, guys. I'm looking at my phone right now. I'm looking at my phone right now and how it looks. Ooh, that's shoddy. Look. Look, I look like a freaking silhouette. Wow. It doesn't even respond to my phone. It looked like a white silhouette.
I don't see that. Look normal to me.
Well, give it a minute. You're going to see what I just pushed up from the phone.
Yeah, I see the phone up.
I look like a white silhouette.
No. Not from where I'm seeing.
So I added a little bit of red in there to it. Now, did that make any difference?
A little bit.
I took some of the blue out. So, I don't know. I mean, to me, it looks good on my screen.
Yeah, I mean, it should be fine.
I mean,
I think it's YouTube, to be honest with you. But I'm not a YouTube expert.
well, let's go to the action screen. Okay, so I mean, you guys are seeing what I see. Other than that circle of life, and I do apologize for that, guys. So,
When it's not full screen, you can't tell. Just so you know.
okay, so that's putting me in the right direction.
Yeah. Maybe you got changing it to 4K.
No. No, because the display is set up differently. Display is how I have it set for 1080p.
Okay.
Okay, so because if I put on the live stream at 4K, I have the hell of a time with the 4K because of my my router. I got to get a new router. Yeah, I need a new router. So that already told me that. Okay. Well, since everybody got used to what the camera thing, and everybody knows now that this OSBOT Tiny 3 Lite is a good camera, and you can see that there's nothing wrong with it. I see nothing wrong with it. I like it regardless. It could be that my resolution's wrong and it's causing that little bit of a blur.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's okay. I mean, we can work on that and getting that out. That'll take a little time. So we can work on that. That's not a big deal. To me, I don't think it's a big deal.
Nope.
It's fixable, basically. So, all right, other than me sticking my head in the bush, I could have, instead of sticking my head in the bush, let me move this little microphone thingy. I have to find a better way to put this. Oh, yeah. Is there anything else that we need to touch on? I'll put that over there.
When it comes to the camera?
Yeah. Is there anything else you think that I need to touch on?
No. I mean, it looks like it's pretty straightforward. Plug and play type of thing, almost.
Yeah.
Almost. A little bit, you have to download the software and everything, but besides that, it looks like it works good.
Well, it's basically how you got to download all software, bro.
Yep, I know.
I mean, it's the same thing you do with all software. You install it the same way. You follow the acceptance rules and you install it.
Yep.
And then you can set up your software any way you want. You can set it up to start up for Windows, And if y'all don't know that, let's go back there really quick. That you should have a startup setting in this little box up here. Or was it global hotkeys? No, OSC, general settings should be right here. So start automatically with Windows. You can have it minimized, close the software. You can have it minimized to start with. You can start automatically with Windows, which mine is. Mine's set in Pro mode. You have a light mode and a Pro mode. You can set it any way which you want. So that's all up to you guys. And that's just going into this little cog wheel and then go to general settings, and then you can set it up that way if you want. Mine's set up that way because when I start Windows, and if I'm not using the camera, it automatically shuts off. It goes in the standby mode. That's how I got it set up. So 30 seconds, if I'm not using it in 30 seconds, machine, it goes into standby mode. So that means it's sleeping. So that means nobody can see what you're doing, period, until you take it out of the standby mode. I don't think it's bad. Now, compared to the Insta360, don't forget your drinking snacks, guys. Compared to the Insta360, I don't have the Insta360, but looking at it and looking at this, I would go with the OSBOT, the Tiny 3. I wouldn't go with the Tiny 2. I would go with the Tiny 3. I think we made a good choice on getting the Tiny 3. It's small, compact, and it's something you can put back in the original box. And if you want to travel with it, you can travel with it. If I remember right, and if I take a peek at it, I think it's also Wi-Fi compatible, to where you can connect your phone to it Wi-Fi. If I remember right. So you can even do that too. Like if you're in a traveling mode, you can turn the camera to focus on you. You can turn the camera to focus on the road. You can do many things. It's good for traveling as well. It's got its perks. I mean, you just don't have to leave it on its base on your PC or on a tripod. So I think it's a good idea. But two things you got to look at. If you're wanting to be a first-time YouTuber and you want to do YouTube videos, but you don't want to show your face, you don't want to use your voice, you just want to play games and, put your logo on your games, and then just, do an hour bit or 20 minute bit games, just put your logo on it. You don't need a camera. You don't have to use your voice. You don't have to use anything. You just run off of the OBS software and you're all set. And then you can live stream it. Now understand about live streaming, guys. When you first start off on YouTube, you need 50 subscribers in order to live stream. And if you live stream for the short, less than 30-second videos, you can't save those. Okay, you can't save those on YouTube. Those short videos, you can't save those. Well, you can save them, but is it going to generate enough traction to your channel? In actuality, no, it doesn't. Okay, what? I do a 60-second video. How many people's going to watch it? Not many. Not unless it's something that's fear-mongering and vindictive and everything else, something that'll get you in trouble with YouTube. But you don't want that kind of trouble when you're on YouTube. You want everything clean, cut, ready to go. So if you do nothing but gaming all day long, and you want to take and put games on YouTube, and you put your logo in a corner, and you put your copyright protection on your game, so that way they can't use it for free fair use. Okay, they can't. I mean, you notice that I have a logo. No, not there. Right there. Okay, let me try to point there. Oh, stretch my arm. Somewhere in there. You guys get the point right here. So I put my logo there because it's my content. And if people want to use my content, they can contact me through my email service if they want to use my content. That's the proper way to do things, other than just take and steal somebody's content. I have come up with the rule: if I'm going to use another content creator's content, I'm going to contact them directly, get approval before I decide to use other people's content. Make sense, Machine?
Yep. Just okay. It covers you.
Huh?
It just covers you from any type of issues legally.
Yes, it does. It covers you 100%.
And it's polite. It's the right thing to do.
Yes. Yes. I've come up with that conclusion now. You know, I mean, it's like when NVIDIA just did Computex. I can't use that content on my PC. I can't use it as a secondary. YouTube has marked it for copyright protection. Everybody has to understand, unless these companies give you permission to use their content for B-roll, unless you get permission, you can't use it because it's copyright protected. And if I go to use it, YouTube puts a copyright protection on the video, and I have a certain amount of days to remove that B-roll for my video to not be under copyright protection by another content creator. So if you wonder why I don't put B-roll in my videos, this is one reason. I come to the conclusion I'm not going to use other people's stuff. You know, Machine? I'm not. So I'm going to have to learn how to make my own personal B-roll. Okay. That's going to take time. That's something new I have to learn. I haven't learned how to do my own B-roll yet, but I will learn it. It's another thing that I got to learn how to do with editing. Like the background, how to get change the background so like everybody else does. But I don't want to be like everybody else, Machine, you know? I really don't. Would you like me to be like everybody else?
No. Nobody wants you to be like everybody else.
I don't like to be like everybody else. I want to be me. I want my channel to mean something. You know, I want it to be without gimmicks, out bullshit that everybody else has that draws their attention like a school kid waiting for somebody to bring them a lollipop. You know, I'm sorry. I'm the kind of guy that likes to keep it old school. You know, when I do my builds, it's all old school. I'm not rushing things. You rush things when you build your PC. The first problem you have is what they call not working kind of thing. So if your PC's not working for the first time, is because guess what? You thought everything was plug and play. Not, it's not plug and play. Okay. Not everything building a PC is plug and play. Okay. I can tell you using this new motherboard, Windows does not have, Windows 11 25H2 does not have the, um, the network card drivers. So you have to install that manually before you can install Windows. You have to have that on a backup drive before you install Windows. That was the first thing I thought was wrong with the motherboard, is because it had no internet capability when you're going to install it for the first time. Windows. That was the problem I saw. But that was the only problem I did see. Everything else is cut and dried. So, what do you think, Machine?
Yeah.
Did you have that many problems?
With what?
Updating your motherboard?
Nope.
Well, no, because you carried over your hard drive.
No.
Did you install Windows brand new?
No.
Well, then you carried it over from your existing system.
No. I didn't install it. It came pre-installed.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you got it from that company. Yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, you already got it with the product key.
Yep.
I forgot about that. My bad.
That's all right.
But if you go and you, let's say you took your 7700X system, right? And then you took the SSD out of there and you plugged it into your 9700X system, it would have worked fine.
Yeah.
It would have just updated the driver software, and then you go into AMD's website and update the chipset, and it'll totally wipe out the old chipset, and you're done.
Yep.
But going from Intel to AMD, that's kind of a problem.
Yep.
Okay. So, now, let's talk about something else that's been brewing on my mind. Something else that's been brewing on my mind. The 5800 X3D. That's been brewing on my mind. I wanted to do a video on it today. I really did. But then I thought to myself, why not save it for the live stream? I already had everything ready to go, as you guys can see, to talk about the Ryzen 7 5800 X3D. Okay, so thinking about that, what do you think, Machine?
Well, if you want to, yeah, sure.
Well, just to give everybody a heads up, when I do the video, it launches June the 25th of this month of this year. And the price is $349.
It's going to be pretty popular.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be popular because when they first launched it, it was $449. So it was $100 more than now. So the only difference is the logo on the box. That's the only difference is the logo on the box.
And you get the little ice pad thingy.
Yeah, you get a thermal pad.
Yep.
It's supposed to be their new kind of thermal pad that you can put on between your AIO cooler or your air cooler, and basically it's probably liquid metal. That's why they call it ice. Probably be called liquid metal, you know. But I think it's pretty cool. I'm surprised out of the 1,000 subscribers I got, bro, there's only you and me on tonight.
to ourselves.
All to ourselves. So, I'll tell you what. I mean, this video is going to be coming up soon, so hopefully everybody is going to be waiting for that.
Yep.
So, you know.
And we're also, there's a last minute change for the live stream too. So
yeah.
that might be part of it.
Also, too, I want to do another video on another thing, and that's the 7700 X3D, which I got right here. Looks like it's an 8-core 16-thread processor, 4.5 gigahertz, boost clock, and 4 gigahertz on the base clock. 104 megabytes of cache, 120 watt TDP. Comes out July the 16th, 2026. And the starting point is $329 for the 7700 X3D. So what do you think about that?
It's 9700X is still cheaper.
So you think it's a 9700X with extra cache?
No, it's not going to be because it doesn't clock anywhere near as high.
No, you're right. It doesn't.
I'd rather have the 9700X.
Yeah, because the 9700X overclocked, you can overclock it to 5.7 gigahertz. But base clock, you can base game clock is 5.5 gigahertz.
Yep. See,
that's 5.5 gigahertz single core, but multi-core it's 5.35 gigahertz. So, is what it is, I guess. But it's still over 5 gigahertz. I don't think of anything wrong with that. But the 9700X has got a 65 watt TDP. But you can boost it up to 140 watt TDP. But you stress out the chip. Oh, sorry. You'll stress out the chip if you do that. So basically, you want to keep it at a continuous, if you're gaming, you want to keep it at a continuous 88 watts TDP. You know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, mine goes up to 105 right now, max.
Well, that's still not bad.
Yeah, when it's loading shaders and stuff.
So the 7700X 3D dead in the water or what?
No, it'll. I mean, it'll. I mean, if you like the X3D card, it should be fine. It's cheaper than a 7800 X3D, but it clocks lower.
Yeah, but it doesn't clock that much lower. Because if you go looking up the 7800 X3D, how much does that cost? Let's find out. Let's start there. Let's use our qualifications. And let's go to Amazon and see what it looks like on Amazon right now. So we can do the 7800 X3D. So right now that they're saying that the 7800 X3D see, I move that down a little bit. Make that look nice. Okay, so 7800 X3D, it ships from Amazon, right? For $339. So What's cheaper? Come on, guys. You need to get involved in this. Anybody that's on the stream right now, get into the chat. Tell me what you think. Because if we're going by what this is saying for 329, right, for 4.5 gigahertz, and then we go to Amazon and we see for 339, $10 more. And what are you getting? This is 96 megabytes of L3 cache. That says 96. This is saying 104.
Right.
So what are we actually getting? You know, we think about it, machine. What are we actually getting?
I don't. With the 7800 X3D.
Yeah.
Higher clocks.
Okay, so we'll go and we'll just look up 7800 X3D specs. And we'll do that on Tech Power Up. Why not? Okay, so looking at the specs, wow, no doubt. They ended life on the 7800 X3D.
Yeah.
They did that January the 4th. Release date was the 4th. That was $450. So it's down $100, but it's end of life. So it clocks up to 5 gigahertz.
Yep, see what I mean?
And its base clock is 4.2 gigahertz.
Yep.
So it's still 104 megabytes of L cache total. Yep. Just like the 7700 X3D.
Yep.
So you're telling me for the new 7700 X3D being $10 more than the 7800 X3D, something's wrong here, don't you think? Something badly wrong.
TMP is lower also on the 7700X 3D. I think.
Yeah.
Well, so I think it's a safer option, the 7700X 3D, but it's going to have less performance because the clocks are a good amount lower.
Right.
It's not just like a tenth of 100 megabytes. It's like a half a gigabyte. It's a substantial amount.
Okay, so what I did was I pulled up the chart for the 7700 X3D. So it's got a 40x multiplier. The multiplier is not unlocked. It's got 120 watt TDP. The PPT is set to 162 watts.
Damn.
Yeah, I would never run that to 162.
That'd be crazy.
That would be stupidly crazy. Let's see. It's got transistors. It's got 11,270 million. Now, the 7800 X3D has got 11,270. 11,270, 11,270. They're the same amount of transistors.
Okay.
So the 7700 X3D, PBO curves up to 50.5x. Wow. That is sick. But the base clock's 100 megahertz. No, that's the 7800X3D. My bad. The 7700X3D. They're the same. They're the same amount of power.
Okay.
But the multiplier on the 7800X3D is 42x, and it's 40x on the 7700X3D.
Yep. That's because of power. The amount of
base clock is 100 megahertz on the 77.
Yeah,
base clock 100. Okay. For 500 megahertz less, but you're paying $10 more.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, if the 7800X3D is end of life, that means they're not making it anymore. So once those are gone, they're gone. And then the 7700X3D is the only 8-core 7000 series X3D chip, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be the only option you got.
As
but
active.
It should be, yeah, that's active. It's still being made. But the good thing that I can think of about that is that the temperatures will be more consistent with lower clocks.
Could be. But also too, you can set but also too, you can set the 7800X3D up with lower clocks as well.
Yeah. So you can make them match. I don't know. I think it's just a way for AMD to make a little bit extra cash.
I think it's the bin chips that they're the ones they couldn't use anymore, the bin chips that they're doing this with.
Because they can make more money.
Yeah, the chips that they couldn't use anymore, the bin chips that they're using, could be that the 7800X3D, they got a bunch of chips that are bad, so they cut them back to make it like the 7700X and just added the 3D cache to it. So basically it's a 7800X3D cut down to a 7700X3D spec. That's what they did. They had to have. I mean, but still, the 7800X3D is $10 cheaper than the 7700X3D. And the 7700X3D is at MSRP, $329 MSRP. But from what AMD's saying, it's at $329 MSRP. But you know that's not going to happen. You know it's going to be $40 higher. At least $40 to $50 higher. Because they got to get it shipped from where? You think TSMC is doing it here in the United States? I don't think so. I think TSMC is more focused on the graphics cards than they are the CPUs. Because if I remember right, AMD is still getting them made out of China. And there goes another 35% added on to the cost. And that gives you how much? What, another 40, 50 bucks? You think? Machine?
Yeah, sorry.
Did you fall asleep on me?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man.
Say that again.
Okay. If AMD's getting these 7700X3Ds repurposed in China and getting them sent to the United States, you know there's going to be a tax on it, at least a $50 tax on it. So they're saying starting at $329, it doesn't mean it's MSRP at $329. It could be from $329 up.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be the lowest price you'll see is $329. That's what they'll start at, depending.
They'll do 10,000, first 10,000 batch, and then after that the price goes up. just like they did with the graphics cards.
Or if it just sells well, they'll just run off the price up.
Well, they're going to add at least another $60 to this.
Yeah.
I mean, truthfully, they're not gonna
yeah.
They're not gonna sugarcoat this. So
it'll be interesting to keep an eye on for sure.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's definitely good to keep an eye on it for sure. You know, but I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It is what it is. If it comes down to it all, you know, these companies are going to be called out for it sooner or later. Look what happened with the 9950X3D2. Who's going to pay $900 for a processor?
Not me.
Hell, not me. Not when a processor costs as much as a graphics card.
Nope.
It's more expensive than a 9070 XT. Come on.
Nope. Nope.
I'm not gonna. If I'm gonna spend that kind of money, I'll get me a better graphics card and keep my CPU.
Yep.
So my 9700X will run me for the next 5 years, just like Mr. Machine.
Yep, I'll be good for a while.
My 4070 can run me another to 2030 if I wanted it to. This 3060 I got in this system over here, you know, that'll run another 5 years. Yes, it's 12 gigabytes of VRAM. Yes, it's a entry-level card, but with the software upgrades, that's going to give it another breath of life, I think. You think, Machine?
Yep.
So, end of the day, you guys can do just as good with the hardware you got, but you just need the software improvements to make it better. Let's see. We got Mr. YOLO. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome back, my friend. The chip will be made in Taiwan and packaged in Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that. I can agree.
Skip the tariffs.
Yeah. Hello there, Mr. DV. Good to see you, my friend. Jay, what's up? Not much, man. Just dealing with the doctors and trying to go day by day. Looking like a rock star. Oh, yeah. I'm like a rock star? Of course, man. Trying to get there. Trying to get there. We're getting there slowly. We're getting there slowly. We just, guys, we need more people to subscribe, more people to watch the videos. Do me a favor, pass the word around. I need one thing. You guys to help me get my watch time hours up. I want to go full monetization. I can't be fully monetized just yet. I need the watch time hours. That means watching not one video over and over again. Watch one video from beginning to end, and then turn around, watch another video from beginning to end, and so on. I got videos for a whole year. From today back 1 year. If you want to binge out or you want to put it off to the side and just run the videos on the side for me, I appreciate it. Help me get my watch time hours up. I need 4,000. I am now losing watch time hours. Okay. Since I first started the channel, I got 12K in watch time hours. But YouTube's only given me 1 year. So every day goes by. That day that had those watch time hours, it's gone. I need your help. I need to bust out the 700 hours really fast. Guys, help me out. Get that 700 hours in. Bust out those videos. I got plenty of them. Just go on a binge watch. Have fun with them. Whatever you got to do. Put a like on every one of them. You know, help me out. What do you think, Machine?
Yep. And just so everybody understands, the money that goes into the channel from YouTube stays in the channel. So it'll be getting equipment, like new stuff to test. More, it'll just be for, for everybody. He's not trying to do this for his own profit. He's trying to do it to get more stuff to test for everybody. That's it.
Yeah, this is not for profit, bro. This is to make my channel better. This is to make it more exciting. This is to get product in here so I can show you guys new product that when it comes out. Like when they come out with new graphics cards, I want to be able to purchase a new graphics card. Using the YouTube money that I'm earning from the videos.
Yep. For the channel.
For the channel, yes. So, and everybody putting in these watch time hours is going to get me to that next level to where now I'm working on views and I'm not working on watch time hours anymore. So they want to help me out. They tell their friends, they tell everybody, hey, let's get this man above and beyond. Let's get him to the next level. Let's get, I've already got 1,000 subscribers. All I need is 4,000 watch hours. I'm already 3/4 of the way there. Push me the rest of the way. It's not hard to ask, machine. I mean, it doesn't cost them anything but their time. You know what I mean? Or does that sound fair?
No, I mean, everybody pitches in just a little bit.
Yeah, of course. If they got spare time, even if they're on, they're not on their computer, they want to turn around and they just want to, go from folder to folder, then play all, and then just go from video to video to video to video, and then once you clear out a folder, then go to the next folder. You can go folder by folder.
Yep.
And they don't even have to be near the computer. They can just let it run. Yep. That'll even help me push me over the top if you don't want to watch the videos, but you want to help out getting me up to the next level, then you could do that on your PC, I wouldn't recommend it on the phone. PC, because you probably got unlimited internet access. Some phones you don't have unlimited access. But if you're running cable, that works out good too. Machine? It does. Guys, I can't watch my own videos. They don't credit me for my own videos. So I don't watch any one of my videos. I can monitor my videos, but they don't give me watch hour credit. Unless I get a whole separate account. That's a whole different story. But I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to leave it up to the subscribers to watch my videos. This is where the honesty comes in, machine. This is keeping the channel honest. If I wanted to, I could have set up 10 devices behind me and just had it go run folder to folder.
Or you could pay bots to do it.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I know you won't.
That's totally wrong, man.
We're an honest channel.
I want real people on the channel. Yeah. And we have real people on the channel. We have over 1,000 real people on the channel. One by one, everybody here is, original. There's no bots on my channel. And that's the way I want to keep it.
Yep.
To be successful, you have to be honest. Especially when you're doing YouTube. I mean, people want honesty. They don't want dishonest people because what is that going to get them? Oh, yeah, maybe they'll go with those big-time reviewers that did nothing in the beginning but buy a bunch of bots to get their channel started. I have heard a couple rumors, but I'm not doing that. I want you guys, you, the subscribers, you are the ones that I trust and the ones I count on to help me grow the channel. Just ask you for a little bit of time. Watch my videos one by one. Don't watch the same one twice because it's not going to give me credit after the second time. So it's not hard, man. I mean, really, it's not. I appreciate everybody, what they've been doing so far. But we're at that point, that junction to where I can go to that next level. I want to open up a store so I can start selling hats, shirts, and all that. So I can start advertising more for the channel. I got to get to that next level. YouTube, I play by the rules. And I know it's not going to get me there fast, but it's going to get me there honestly. You know what I mean, man?
Yep.
I mean, you would rather me do it the honest way, right?
Yes, of course. You wouldn't do it the other way anyway. So
no, I wouldn't.
Personality.
No, I want to be original, real to everybody. I want to keep it real time. I don't want to keep it fake. Now, most of your other channels like the fake shit. They figured that by sticking B-roll into their videos that they're going to get more popular. They probably could. The flashy, popular B-rolls, they probably could. But I'm not that kind of guy. I know it doesn't make sense, right?
No, it makes perfect sense.
One day I'll have it all together.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Yeah. I'm building it slow. I'm not building it fast.
Yeah, brick by brick.
If I'm thinking about fast money, fast moving, and everything else, then I could have did all of this in the first year. I could have had 1,000 videos in the first year. I wanted to slowly build the channel. But now we're at the point in junction to get full monetization from YouTube. And the only way I can do it is to get everybody to watch the videos. Put a like on them. I mean, I have to push 600-700 hours. I can't do that myself. It's impossible. And every day that goes by, I'm losing all the hours that I earned. All the hours you guys did watching, we're losing because YouTube's taking that away every day. When the clock hits 12, all the videos behind that 365 days are gone. Channel's almost 4 years old. So you want to push me over that mark? Let's just set the mark for 800 watch time hours. Let's set the mark for 800 watch time hours. What do you guys think?
Yep.
I mean, I know there's something I did that triggered. That's what it was. Watch. See if I can trigger it again. The camera.
Yeah, the hand gesture.
Yeah. So there's something in the hand gesturing. I got to figure that one out. But it was able to move the camera. So we'll figure it out. But anyway, that's the whole nutshell, man. That's the whole nutshell. Mm-hmm. Okay. So me doing the video live stream tonight, there's not going to be one for Wednesday. Because I'm going to be out of town on Wednesday. That's the whole thing. Had an emergency thing come up for Wednesday, and I can't get out of it.
Yep.
So this week is a little different. Next week, it should go back to normal. Hopefully go back to normal. Unless something else comes up. I hope not, but Because next week, Mondays, I got that shot injection for my spine again next Monday. I'll tell you what, it killed me today.
I bet.
Oh, it was nasty, man. Oh. It was a nasty Cracker Barrel, man. That shot was, ooh, it was mean. It was like if somebody stuck a knife into the side of you and just turned it back and forth. That's what that needle felt like today. I'm lucky he only took 10 minutes. Not even that. But there was 45-minute recovery time.
Yep.
And I couldn't drive at all. It sucked. So, okay, guys. We're going to cut it right here. Mr. Machine's getting tired, so he probably wants to go to bed.
I'm just having migraine. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, hello there, Dr. Blitz. Good to see you. You see the NVIDIA keynote yesterday? Yes, I did. I recorded it, but guess what? Oh, hello, MTBK. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Dr. Blitz, I did see the keynote on NVIDIA yesterday. I thought it was a joke. I wasn't going to pull you guys through that nonsense. Everything that NVIDIA said was a bunch of gibberish. They did nothing to help the x86 community. But they did say this. They said one good, well, not one good thing, but they said one thing. That they're reshaping the desktop PC, that they're going to make the desktop PC be more machine learning. They did they not, Machine?
Yeah, that's what I said.
So what is that going to do for us?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Microsoft's working with them. I bet you any money they're working on the new Windows 12.
Yep.
That they're going to make it to where it's ARM processor instead of x86. They're going to try to phase out x86. What if Windows 12 is for ARM only? You know, ARM and Copilot. What if Microsoft does that? What if they say Windows 12 is nothing but ARM and Copilot? There's no more x86. They're not going to renew it. Because I think the contract comes up pretty soon for renewal. So if Microsoft doesn't renew the contract for x86, we are going to be left on the last operating system, Windows 11. So what does that leave us? Linux. It's just a feeling I have, Machine. It's just a feeling. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You think it's going to happen that way?
Well, he wants one of his little sparks in every single household.
No, actually, he wants an agent.
So, yeah.
He wants just like Dr. Blitz said, he wants an AI agent to be controlling your PC.
And that way he can control it. He can use your PC from home as a machine learning source for his stuff.
Actually, the AI agents are supposed to replace humans. That's what he said on the keynote, that the AI agent's going to replace humans because they're more practical in running tokens, so that way NVIDIA can make more money. So the 5 trillion they got right now is not enough. They want 10 trillion, 20 trillion. They're going to want more than the deficit of the United States. They're going to want 37 trillion. What are they going to do with all that damn money? You think they're going to take and kick anything back to The consumer or the reviewers? No, hell no. They're already phasing out, trying to phase out x86. You know, the AMD processors, everybody, and the Intel processors, the ones that plug into, your standard motherboard, for the 800 series, 600, 700 series, and so on. They're trying to phase all that out. NVIDIA is trying to corner the market of the CPU using the Grace Hopper chip that's got 20 cores on an ARM processor, which we thought they were going to do x86, but I guess they kind of changed their mind again and went back to the ARM processor. And they're trying to use a GPU with 6,444 cores, CUDA cores, that's equal to what? A 5070?
That's 6,144. I think it's closer to a 4070.
4070 Super. 40. Okay. Let's go backwards.
I can't remember.
Yeah, that's why I'm going backwards.
Okay. I think it was 6144.
I think it's 4070 Super. 4070 Super specs. I think it is. No, actually, the 47. I'll take everybody on the action screen. 4070 Super's got 7,168 cores for $600. So it's got 7,168 shading units. And that's the 4070 Super.
Yep.
So let's go the 4070, which I know the 4070 is 5,888. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, it's 5,888. So what's equaling the 6,144? That's the question. So is it let's see, 5070 specs. 5070 specs. $6,144. It's the same. They're using the same specs of the 5070. So how is that going to be good for gamers? That's what I want to know. How's that going to be good for gamers? It's only got a 250 watt TDP.
It's not going to be good for gamers.
No. I mean, if you look on the relative performance chart, 4070 Ti is 1% faster than a 5070. But a 3090 is 1% less of a 5070. So in the middle is the 5070. It's just like when the 9070 GRE comes out. Where's that going to sit on the chart? That's going to be the question. I see the 9070 XT where it sits. 9070, I see where it sits. The 7900 GRE sits 7% slower than a 5070. So a 4070 Super is 6% slower than a 5070. 3080 Ti is 3% slower. 3090 is 1% slower. 4070 Ti is 1% faster. And the 9070 is 10% faster. So maybe it's going to be 3 to 5% faster than a 5070. The 9070 GRE. It's kind of what it looks like. So we can all use our imagination and think about what it's going to look like. So Dr. Blitz says, I would love to see an AI agent revamp a freeway. I really would. So would I, for sure. That x86 contract change must be years away because Intel dropped their next 4 CPUs already. Yeah, but it's the adoption of the CPU, my friend. It's the adoption of it. Okay, if they come out with the new ARM processor that's faster than x86 by any means and way when it comes to gaming, everybody's going to adopt that one and it's going to phase out x86. It'll phase itself out until AMD or Intel comes up with something better. But that Grace Hopper chip that's ARM based could be fast, especially with the 5070 grade GPU. It's still decent for gaming. We can't say that it's not, but it's going to be more machine learning. We know this. So it's basically a solid 20 core processor with no threads, just solid 20 core. A Grace Hopper chip that they used for the data centers. And they paired it with the 5070. It's kind of a push come to shove, guys. Is it worth $2,000? No. Is it worth $1,500? Maybe. So, MTBK says this. It's clicking now. Oh, I got you, Dr. Blitz. MTBK says, I wonder what the game compatibility will be with these ARM CPUs. Good point. And Nintendo Switch 2 has an ARM processor and managed to make many games to run on it. Very good point. Yeah, 5070-ish performance is so much more compared to office laptops that one could say any game is playable. Well, at 57, I'm on a 4070, man. And pretty much so far for me, any game is playable. So a 5070 grade processor with an ARM chip, that's like putting your cell phone on crack. Am I wrong, Machine?
No, you're right.
That's like putting your cell phone on crack. for high-speed gaming. See, I'm looking at both sides of the field too. So, CPUs with no threads don't exist. With no extra threads, I agree on. But one core handles a thread at least. Yeah. It can be treated, a core can be treated as a thread. It can be physical or theoretical. So, but on an ARM chip, it's a little bit different based. So every core can be a thread on an ARM chip. Am I wrong, machine? Or you don't know? You better get some sleep, bro.
It's my head that's killing me.
Oh, if you want to jump off, you can jump off, bro.
I might do that.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be on it too much more, but, you know. But all right. If you got to jump out, I understand, man.
Okay.
All right.
Do that,
okay, well, we'll talk at you later. Get well, man.
Okay, thanks, Jay. Sorry, everybody.
Don't worry about it, bro. It's all good. They understand. So, all right. Have a good one, man, and get some sleep.
All right.
Bye. Okay. Mr. Machine's not feeling well, guys. So, let's see. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I have to reset my phone and everything. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now we're set. Now we are set. Let me get this out of the way. There we go. Okay. Now, getting back to what goes on. Yeah, he's not feeling well, guys. So, yeah, I don't blame him, you know. It's all good. So the RTX Spark, I am still not convinced, but we'll see how many people are interested. MTBK, you might be right, but also too, I might be interested as well. Just for testing purposes, to see what it would do on games, to see how good it is, if it's well worth the money. But that's if I can get my hands on it and it's not too expensive. See, because I'm putting myself in the 60% crowd, guys. The 60% crowd. You have to keep that in mind. Okay. The 60% across the whole globe that couldn't afford something like this. So I got to keep myself in a range when the cost of a PC's got to be less than $1,500. And the cost of your graphics card's got to be less than $600. So I'm keeping myself in that range because that's what the consumer looks for. Something that's cheap as possible, but that will do the job, that will get the job done. So that's what I'm looking forward to, getting the job done. I'm kind of getting this out of the way. So, end of the day, you got to think what's going to be best for you, right? What is the best bang of the buck? That's the whole question. I'm trying to budget and I'm trying to improvise and budget. So this way, when it comes to the end of the day, I have my whole setup for less than $2,500. My whole setup for YouTube. for less than $2,500. Actually, my setup is actually less than $1,600 for YouTube. I'm not using that much, guys. It doesn't cost that much. This is over a period of almost 4 years that I've spent that much picking up pieces here and there. $5 here, $10 there to add to the channel. But it's over the period of close to 4 years. Just saying, and the help with Mr. Machine, Mr. MTBK, and all my subscribers. You guys have been the greatest in helping me get forward. Now, this is the one last push to get me to that next level. Like I said, guys, subscribe. Watch the videos from beginning to end. I am still on that watch hour venue. Get me to the views. Instead of watch time hours, I want to be on views. So the amount of views I get on a video is different from the watch time hours. One view is not going to get me a lot of watch time hours. One view can get me between 10 and 20 minutes. So if you want to know, if you watch one video for 8 seconds and then pop off, I'm not getting credited for that for 8 seconds. YouTube doesn't credit me. They go minute by minute. So that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. YouTube credits me minute by minute for every 60 seconds. If somebody watches a video for 8 seconds and then pops off, I don't get credit for it. The 8 seconds I only get is one view, but they don't pay me for the views. Okay, the only way I'm going to get there is if I get 4,000 watch hours. So that's just, guys, you need to help me on this. You need to really help me on this. And that's all I ask. Get me to the next level. So this way I can expand. My thing is, it's still a half-ass gaming laptop. You're right, Dr. Blitz, it is. Truthfully, it is. But they did say they're going to have desktop, laptop, and one of the little portable boxes. So they're going to have 3 different types. They already said this. Who knows what they're going to do with the desktop? Who knows what they're going to do with the laptop? Who knows what they're going to do with the little box, little Spark box? The desktop, they could make it to where you can use your own graphics card. That they have the ARM chip soldered to the motherboard, and the amount of RAM they could have soldered to the motherboard to where, it is what it is. They could have 192 gigabytes of system RAM soldered to the motherboard, but they give you 2 extra slots for more system RAM. Who knows? There's storage they could have soldered to the motherboard as well. And they give you an extra slot for more SSD space. M.2 NVMe SSD space. We don't know. We don't know what the angle that NVIDIA is trying to use. But we do know what they're wanting to use it for. They're wanting you to make your house autonomous. They want to put AI agents into your house. That's like somebody putting a spy into your house, bro. Putting a spy in your house. Is that something you really want to do? Ask yourself that question. You want a spy in your house? Seriously? Where it opens up a bunch of back doors to where anybody can walk in? Your security is based upon AI agents that are based in your PC that anybody can tap into and open up your back door of your actual house and you can get robbed? You really think that's a smart move NVIDIA's making? I think that's the worst. This right here is the worst move that that NVIDIA could make without having any sense of security. And they can't even, and this is the point, they don't make security. They don't make no security for any of their stuff. Their software security is only for their GPUs and their CPUs, but they make no worldwide security for anything for your PC, like your hard drive, your motherboard. They don't make any security for that. So where are they getting this point of wanting to put AI agents in your house? No, they want to put an AI agent into your house so they can use your PC for their personal preference. Basically, machine learning that's running your PC in the background 24/7. And you don't see it because they're only giving you 8 cores to run with. And they're taking the rest of the 20 cores and they're using it for machine learning to where you can't see it. They lock you out from it. So basically, your internet becomes their playground. Bullshit. That's bullshit. I am not going to let any computer control anything into my house unless it's totally 100% off the grid. 100% off the grid. Period. That has no internet connection whatsoever. That's based upon what I put in that PC, based upon what it controls. So basically, all the security and everything is locked down tighter than a frog's ass. I would never, ever put an autonomous computer to control every door in my house, every security measure in my house, and even be connected to the police station, the fire, the ambulance, and all that shit, and get somebody that hacks you, and guess what happens? They turn around and they prank you, and they call the fire department and say there's a fire, or call the police and say there's somebody that somebody's doing a shooting, or I don't want that having that kind of agent. Ugh. That kind of AI agent in my house. I don't want anything that's an agent in my house. That's like a spy being in your house. Why the hell would I want a spy in my house? There's the truth. There's the reality. Don't we have enough problems as it is with Microsoft prying into our personal shit that now we need another computer to pry into our home? Monitor what we do even when we're sleeping? Are you kidding me? No. I drive through a lot of neighborhoods and bad ones. I can't see half the people having that technology. You are right, Dr. Blitz. I can't see anybody, well, except for the rich people in their right minds, probably would have it, or in their wrong minds, dumbfounded minds, that they would do that because look at all the actors in Beverly Hills. Their whole house is autonomous. Okay. Over the internet. So, end of the day, you really want that for your house? You have no control over your doors, your hot water tank, your air conditioning system, your phone system, nothing. You want everything that's crammed into a box to control your stuff? That's what you really want? You want an autonomous agent in your house, a spy, to watch you sleep, and somebody hack in, and guess what? They're posting your shit all over the internet. They're stealing your data. Microsoft already does that enough as it is. Why do they need more of it? So, end of the day, you got to figure the it's the chicken and the egg. Okay, which one came first, the chicken or the egg? So, what do you want? If you want that kind of technology, you want that kind of headache, you want that kind of bullshit in your house? I don't. I'm sorry, I'm old school. Yes, I've been doing this 3 decades, building PCs and everything else. Yes, I've thought about doing my house autonomously, but through my own way, through the controlling of my own stuff, through my own simple programs, not on the internet. So when you think about it, it's not on the internet, so nobody has access to it. Not even if they come up with their telephones, they still won't have access. Because you do not put any network connection, any kind of Wi-Fi on your PC that controls your house. You don't want none of that. Just one program that you can trust that will help you through the whole horizon. And yes, there's a way to connect your computer to a monitoring phone to call the police and everything else. Yes, there is a way. But you don't need that. You just needed to manage your hot water tank, your doors, and stuff like that. But when you can get like ADT or, a company to actually do that monitoring. You don't have to worry about your personal shit. Okay. There's a company that automatically monitors your shit. So you pay $30 a month to have your house monitored for security. So what? $30 a month. You gonna sweat it? I wouldn't. So feels like the internet is a double-edged sword. MTBK, yeah, it is. It can be good or it can be bad at the same time. It can be one or the other. Internet door, and you don't know who's there, and you open up the door and let them come in. They own your house. They own your house. They own everything, even your bank accounts. So the internet, yes, is a double-edged sword. That's why I don't buy things from my PC. I'm not stupid. I don't buy things from my PC. Not happening. So anybody that tries to hack my account, my bank automatically suspends my card. Any fictitious people trying to crack into my card, the bank will suspend the account until I go to the bank and fix it. And then they'll track down traders and they'll arrest them automatically. So, hey there, Random. Good to see you. Not much. Just, I'm out here tonight because Wednesday I had something come up right away. So I figured I'd do the live stream tonight. So that way you guys don't miss out this week. So I'm doing it tonight. But as far as, with the camera and stuff like that, we just did a whole deal on it. We have instant replay. You can watch the whole from the beginning to now if you want. But guys, watching the live stream videos, that doesn't give me watch time hours. My actual videos give me watch time hours. Live stream doesn't give me watch time hours. Excuse me. But YouTube has made it to where live stream hours watching and people that are here that are on it, it doesn't give me hours put on the clock. So I need my videos, my actual videos, not the replay live stream, the actual videos you guys to watch. Please, guys, get out there and watch them. But like I said, I know Computex is going on. It started on California time, the 31st. NVIDIA's already did their keynote. Okay, I already watched it. It's not worth the time. It could be for you guys if you want me to. I could do a summation on the keynote. But the problem is that when I go to record and review the keynote, oh, damn camera. Ugh. Let's see. Let me move that over here. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Single mode came on. Let me turn that off. Okay, so what happens is this. When I go to record or live stream the keynotes, YouTube copyright strikes me on those. So I can't record those. I can't save it for you guys. Even if I do tidbits of, here and there, still, there's a problem. And I found out the reason why is because YouTube wants me full monetization for me to get the full Free Fair Use Act for some reason. Let's see, what are you saying? Are you using the OSBOT now? Yes, I am, Random. I'm using it right now. See? Right now. And if I wanted to track, yeah, I'm using it. I'm using it right now. Just to let you know. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's different from my old camera, so yeah, I know, right? It's pretty cool. So hopefully now the pictures are clearer to you guys. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the streams more. Hopefully, I got things, like I said, I got things cooking for the future. And this future is coming soon. I'm already getting me a building table. That's coming in the mail. I'm already getting everything set up for when I can do actual builds. And I got a table. And also, too, I got a tripod. I got a full tripod to put this camera on, the OSBOT camera. I can put it on this. And then I'm going to do a different, when I'm doing the builds, I'm going to do it at a different area. I'm not going to do it here anymore. So I'm going to do it more professionally over on the other side of the area. Like, I'll show you guys. Right there. So, I am going to put a table, a rolly table over there. I'm going to put a rolly table over there. Okay. So that way when I do builds, it'll look cleaner and better. So is my voice a little late? No. Serious? Something I'm going to have to check out. They're give me a moment. Let me check this out. Give me hours to put on the clock. So I need my videos, my actual videos, not the replay live stream. The actual videos you guys to watch. Please, guys, get out there and watch them. But good point. Shit. I'll tell you what, I try so hard. I try so hard to get this right, and it always screws up. Damn. Okay, Dr. Blitz. Let me test something. Audio. Okay, now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How's that? Is that better? Check the frames. I'm looking into it. You guys are right, I do see it, and you're right. Do my videos look like that? When I post a video, does it look like that? Because I didn't notice on my videos. It's just the live streaming I'm noticing on. Let me see. See, video, 60 FPS, audio, I don't see. I'm not seeing anything irregular with. Oh my God. It's synced now, but it's quiet. Is that what you're saying? It's synced now, but it's quiet. We can work on that too. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. Give me a minute, guys. I'm figuring out. So you're saying it's not loud enough? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, try that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. So this is good. This is good right here, right? Audio. Audio. Okay, well, we'll leave it there. As long as it's synced up. It doesn't. You guys are right. I can see it. Wonder why that is. Audio. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3. 2, 1. Audio. 1, 2, 3. How's that? Well, audio. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 6, 7. 8, 9. There's a delay, guys. There is. I don't know what it is. Seriously, I don't know what it is. Audio. Audio. Let me switch devices. Audio. Audio. What the hell is going on? I ain't never had this problem before. Audio. Audio. 1, 2. How's that? Is that sync better? Tell me it is. Yeah, I know, right? This is getting wild. It could be. Because you guys know with my other camera, it didn't do that. So, okay. Audio. 1, 2. Well, I don't think it's the. There. Okay, so there I got it right there at 0 dB. So, is there a delay? Oh my God, I can't believe this freaking camera is not working right. Okay, let's try that. Audio. Audio. Um, let's see. I'm looking in case there's something. In case there's something I missed. Let's see. No, the Bluetooth mic ain't low battery. No, it's freshly charged, man. No, it's freshly charged. So it's not the microphone. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3. It seems right. Oh, this microphone right here? That's only I got it off of Temu, TEMU for $3, I think. I think I got it for $3 on a sale. So, I mean, I got two microphones for the, and with the controller for $3. Okay. Um, well, I'm going to have to investigate it. I'm going to have to investigate it and figure out where that delay is. That's going to take a little time. That's gonna take me a little time, guys, to find out, where the problem is. Let's hope that I can figure it out. So I don't know. Yeah, it is. It is weird. But if you guys remember on my Remolli camera, I never had this problem. I never had a delay. So I don't know if it's I don't know if it's a hardware problem. Well, unplug. I'll just go backwards and I'll unplug that to see if it's a problem. I can see it's a problem on the screen right here. I can see it's a problem on the screen. And I do agree with you guys. But my videos don't do that. It's just a live stream. Yeah, it is the most recent software, as far as I know. As far as I know, it's the most updated software. Okay, guys, hold still. Let's see what we got. That's the reason why I'm on the microphone here. We'll see what happens. Because I'm updating the firmware now. See if it's a firmware issue. Okay. Says do not disconnect. What the fuck was that? Yep, it's updating right now. It's going crazy. So you guys can still hear my voice, so right, yeah. Right now I'm on a froze pattern. Hello there, Cyborg. Good to see you. Might be your dodgy internet or being too slow. Yeah, probably, Cyborg, probably. Oh my God. I'm just waiting for it to update. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. We're doing an updated, kind of stuck here kind of thing. Hopefully you guys can still hear me well. Maybe I should hide myself. Check your Discord. Okay, I got you. Yeah, myself, I'm froze. I am froze. I am froze, so froze. What's up, man? Which one am I checking? My home computer? Am I checking? What am I checking? Oh, yeah, there's a delay right here. I mean, there is a delay. But I'm automatically... General. Okay. I will look. Oh, yeah, the 9070 GRE. That's fine. Everybody can hate on me, just because that I'm updating my that's all right. Oh, I got you. Let's see. We're at an update of 100. We're at an update of 100. Let's see if I can unfreeze it now. See if I can unfreeze it. Okay. Got it unfroze. Got it unfroze. Oh my God.